Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Thursday's Recovery Club. Let's get into it. So we're going to start off with our shoulders. So we are going to start off with a bit of a downward dog. We'll do it sideways so you can see. So we're going to have our hands on the ground. We're going to be on our knees or on our toes, whatever feels good, and we're going to just reach through with our head and our neck and try and get a nice stretch in our shoulder blades. Hold it for a few seconds and then release. And relax, rest. And do another one of those. So on our hands, on our toes, and drive our head through towards our knees and towards our toes. And just feel that stretch on the back of our shoulders and our neck. And release, well done. Shake your shoulders out. Do some arm swings. And then if you've got access to a chair or a couch or something, bench, anything, you can put your arms on. We're going to do this version, so same thing. Just dropping our head down and relaxing, breathe into it. Feel that stretch across the back of our neck and our shoulders. Hold it for a couple of seconds and release. And we're going to do one more of those. So arms on the bench. And just hold that stretch. Good. And release. Now we're going to do something to warm up our back. So we're going to lie on our stomach. And we're going to have our arms out in front of us. And we're going to just reach our arms and our back up. If you can, try and get your feet off the floor at the same time, but if not, leave your toes planted and just do upper body. And let's do 3 reps and then rest and relax. And we do another set of those, another set of 3. So arms out in front. Good. And release. Come up onto your hands and knees. And what you're going to do is you're going to take this hand and we're going to stretch across underneath, twisting our spine, reaching as far as we can with that right hand. I like to kind of reach along the floor, so I kind of reach out to a spot on the floor that's as far away as I can. And for a few seconds, and then go on to the other side. Good, and let's go back to the right hand side. Good, and left hand side. Well done. Okay, we're going to go into some cat and cow. So I'll show you from side on what that looks like. So we're going to extend, flex, arch, our back. Just get some movement through it, get it nice and warm. Let's just do some reps. Good, and let's stretch that out a bit. Do another set of those. Hopefully things are starting to get warm for you right now. Good, last couple. Well done. And rest, relax. What we're going to do now, still on our hands and knees, we're going to drop forward, reach up to the sky, Big chest, feel that stretch in our back. And then we're going to drop our hips back. I like to open my legs up like this. And I'm going to sit back into that gap and just feel my hips start to open. Hold it for a few seconds and we're going to go again. Big chest. And open our legs, open our hips, and sit back into that child's pose. Good. And come up, twist our spine out, shake our shoulders out. Starting to feel quite nice and warm now. Hopefully you guys are as well. Okay, next up we're going to do 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. In this kneeling position, we're going to lean into it, feel a stretch all up our hip flexor, and we can put a bit of weight into our leg like this. What I'm then going to do is I'm going to take this right elbow, reach down as far as I can, close to this right ankle, and then I'm going to twist behind me as far as feels good, and then I'm going to do that again. And last one. Good. You should find that as you do reps of that, your ability to rotate increases, like your range of motion increases. So lean forward on that hip, elbow down to our ankle, and then twist behind us. And then ankle, and twist behind us, and ankle, good, and twist. Perfect. Okay, come up, you can stand up, shake things out, again, twist our spine out, do some arm circles. I think we're going to do another one of those stretches, so back into our hip flexor position, reach forward, really feel that nice stretch in the back leg, and then we're going to come to our ankle with our elbow, and then twist. And ankle and elbow, and twist again. Good. One more. And we're going to change sides. And lean into it. Elbow to our ankle. And twist. And elbow to ankle. And twist again. And elbow to ankle. And twist. Good. And let's release. Stand up again, shake things out. We're going to drop into a squat. And we're just going to hold it. So we're going to drop down into a squat. However feels comfortable, however your feet feel best. You can hold onto this ground for support. So I like sometimes to have my fingertips on the ground. That can feel good. Or you can hold onto something like a chair or a door, whatever feels good. And we're going to just sit here. We're going to hang out. Move our ankles around a bit if we want to. We're just loosening up our knees, loosening up our hips. If you want, you can drive your elbows into your knees like that to further increase the stretch. That for me feels really good, so I do like to do that. We're just going to hang out here for a few seconds. And then what I'm going to do, put my hands on the floor. I'm going to turn my feet if I need to, and I'm just going to stretch out the back of my legs. I'm just going to hang here again, putting some tension through the back of our legs, feeling that stretch. Knees probably going to be bent. I'll show you what that looks like from the side. You don't have to have very straight legs. Like if you've got that flexibility, feel free. Personally, I like to have a little bend, and I feel like I get more of a stretch in my hamstrings there. So just hang out in this position for a few seconds. Come up, shake our legs out. We'll do one more of those. I'll do it from the side so you can see. So I'm going to drop down. This is where if I'm holding on to something, I'm going to be using that for support. We're not interested in a super straight spine. You know, you see my spine isn't bent over. That's totally fine. This is not about having a really perfect spine. It's about opening up these hips, and really the only way to do that is to get into this really deep position for me. We're just going to hang out again. And we turn our feet again and stretch out the back of our legs. Good. And a few seconds here and come up. Good. Twist it out. Shake the legs out. Coming into the last couple of things now, we're going to do some splits. So we're going to do a nice wide stretch, and we're going to let our feet travel out. And this is more or less difficult depending on what surface you're on. If you're on carpet or like a tiled floor in socks, you might find that your feet slip automatically, like out. That's fine. Just take some pressure through your hands, take some weight through your hands. We don't need to be doing full splits unless we can do. I like to keep my feet pointed forward just to find that I get a better stretch on the inside of my thigh here. And we're just going to hold this and hang out again for a few seconds. And when we're ready, just take more of our weight onto our hands, drop down to our knees, and relax. We'll do one more of those. Then one more final thing, and we are done. We're out of here. So I'll do this one side on just so you can see, because one of the options you've got is when we're doing this, you can have your hands on a bench or a surface. That can feel quite nice as well. So play around with that. You can sometimes take a bit of pressure off the inside of the groin. And also can sometimes take a bit of pressure off the wrist. If you want, you can experiment with like having different hand placement, moving your hands around, seeing what feels good. I quite like doing that, like walking my hands around can feel nice, or trying to like fold myself under. That can sometimes increase the stretch. I'm just going to hold it for a few seconds, and then we're going to release. Bring our feet in. Shake them out. Last thing we're going to do is just an ankle stretch. So I'll show you from the side. It's like we were doing with the hip flexor stretch, but we're going to have our feet closer together, like our knee and our heel closer together. And we're just going to lean forward and feel a stretch up the back of this leg. So I'm putting weight on my knee, just driving that knee over the toe, and we're going to release. We're going to do one more. Good. And we're going to switch sides. Driving our knee over our toe. Feeling that stretch. Trying to keep our heel on the ground if we can. Driving forward. Holding that stretch. And release. We're going to do one more on each side. Really driving that knee forward as far as we can go. You can hold your heel down if that helps. That increases the stretch. Let's do one more on this side. Last thing before we go. Good. And on the left-hand side, driving that knee forward. And one more. Feeling that stretch. Good. After I've done those, I always like to drop into that squat again. So after you've done your hip opening exercises with the wide splits and the ankles, just drop into a squat, see how it feels. For me, personally, that feels like now incredible, like really, feels really comfortable, feels like my hips have really opened up, and generally just feel pretty good. So that is everything for today. Thank you for joining us. Have a wonderful Thursday, have a wonderful rest of the week, and see you again soon.